There was this woman who had a wonderful friend. The wonderful friend, whenever anything happened in the house, instead of maybe meeting the priest to discuss with the priest on her predicaments, she will run to her trusted friend. It became a habit. And that friend, guess what? She is a divorcee. Every day she will run to the woman. Even if the husband cough, she will go to the woman, a trusted friend. So the woman will always tell her, see, that's why I say I left my marriage now. I don't have time for rubbish. How will you say for a man to maltreat you anyhow? No. I don't have time for that. You see me now. See how I'm looking now. Check me out now. I'm not under the control of any man. I don't want rubbish. And she'll say, yes, it's true. It's true. It got to a period, something happened, they fought. See, quarreling and sometimes heading each other is part of marriage. Oh. But the woman failed to understand that this is part of marriage. And that when couples quarrel, it helps them to understand each other more. And it helps to build their marriage. But it becomes a problem when it becomes abusive. It becomes a problem when every day it must be the opening and closing parade for the day. But once a while misunderstanding, if you don't take time, I'll slap you. Slap me, my see. It's part of it. The man tranga, the woman demo, the thing ends. But you see, when it becomes a constant thing, no break, then something is wrong. Dear brothers and sisters in the Lord, everybody forget, we priests, we have our own problems. We face our own. Only us priests can understand each other better. You can never understand us. And in your marriage, because of our psychology, the psychology we study, guidance and counseling, and then philosophy, we can sit down well and look at your issue as a married couple. But unfortunately, we can imagine some things, but we are not in it. Because he who wears the shoes knows where it pinches, not we. We use our philosophy, psychology, guidance and counseling to counsel you. But that is, we only lead you. But we don't really understand the detail of the situation in marriage. Now, going to the priest was not her problem. She felt there's no need. She went to a woman, a divorcee. Every problem she must tell her. And one day the woman said, no, this is your marriage. Please don't come to me again. No. How will you remain in this kind of marriage? Pack your load and leave. After all, you are still young. Men will be fighting over you. Don't know. Some men are looking at you seriously. Just leave there and see what will happen. My wonderful sister went and packed her load. She left. Then the wonderful friend who is caring came the following day to see the man and to ask how the children are faring. From there, gradually, she started coming to sometimes cook soup for them. And from cooking of soup and cooking of stew and food, something happened. I will not give you the detail because there's no time. Before you know, every cause must bring about an effect. The cause that happened between the man and the woman led to effect, pregnancy. And the woman came home. The man married the woman, the friend of the ex-wife. When the ex-wife discovered, she came to check and saw the woman. My friend, I saw you are a wicked friend. You are a bad person. What be my problem? The man where you say you no like, me I like him. Have I done anything wrong? But this is the friend she trusted. So much, the friend threw her out of her husband's house. Not just only that, but took over the husband. Dear brothers and sisters in the Lord, what are we talking about? Trust. Have confidence in men, but your ultimate trust should go to God. Imagine, had it been when the whole thing was happening, this woman went before the Blessed Sacrament, knelt down and said, God, Jesus, the marriage of your sister is breaking. If you like, watch me and let my marriage end. And if you like, oh, intervene. I'm going, oh, whatever happened to my marriage is your business. She didn't do that. She went to meet a friend. A friend who was, in fact, she had been interested in the husband, a divorcee. And then the friend she trusted, fall her hand and come back to marry the same man. Dear brothers and sisters in the Lord, do not trust in men, because men are mere mortals, imperfect beings. They can be deceived. They can fall prey easily. And that's why sometimes some of us, we trust in people so much that we make them our gods. There's nothing wrong in trusting people, but your ultimate trust should go to God. You see, there are certain things in your life that is reserved for God. Sometimes you see, some people, they leave their house. Even if the priest is far, they go and look for a priest to talk to. Not because they don't have friends. They have friends. But when it comes to serious matters, we know where we go. As a priest, I have friends. Male, females. Priests, sisters. But when it comes to certain issues in life, I don't discuss. There are issues I discuss with my lay friends. There are issues I discuss with my sister friends. There are issues I discuss with my priest friends. It's not everything you discuss with everybody, because you don't know who is who. As Yoruba will say, Oju la n wo, amonu. You see my eye, eh? You know nothing in my mind though. You dey look my eye like this, maybe for my mind, I just say, like, catch this person, I'll shoot you. You don't even know. You see, dear brothers and sisters, we have to be very, very careful. Trusting in men. When you trust in men, you shall fall, you shall crumble. But when you trust in the Lord, you shall never fall. And that's why I love this Psalm 120 in some Bible, in some versions of the Bible, you get this in Psalm 121. Now I look up to the mountain from where shall come my help. His trust, ultimate trust. Your ultimate trust should go to God. Because human beings can disappoint you. Your father can disappoint you. Your mother can disappoint you. Your friends can disappoint you. Your husband can disappoint you. He's a human being. Your wife can disappoint you. Your girlfriend can disappoint you. Your fiancé can disappoint you. But Lord Jesus can never disappoint you. Because he's the solid rock. Dear brothers and sisters in the Lord, when you are in trouble, who do you run to? When things are difficult, where do you go to? Who do you talk to? Who do you turn to? If you trust in men, you turn to men. If you trust in God, you turn to God. But dear brothers and sisters in the Lord, I want you to know that if you turn to men, you shall reap the harvest of mortals. You shall reap the fruit of mortals. But if you trust in the Lord, you hope in the Lord, you surrender your problem to him, he shall handle it and you shall reap the fruit of immortality. If it's your marriage shall last till you die. If it has to do with challenges in your office, you will work in that office till you leave that place. Those who trust in the Lord, they are like Mount Zion, unshakable. No matter what, you stand firm. As our brother Obasanjo will always say, I dey kanpe. When you trust in the Lord, that is it. A lot of trials will come. I was discussing with a sister. My husband this, my husband that. My husband is jumping after women from one place to the other. I say, very good. You have two options. It's either you pack your load and go, and at your age now, and see whether you marry a man who will be free, or you remain and pray to God and let God take control. Choose one. Because when you begin to beg somebody, oh, don't do like that, the person will be strong. Tell the person, give the person two options. Choose. Anyone you choose, you are on your own. So, dear brothers and sisters in the Lord, what are we talking about? Don't refer to any human being as your godfather, except baptism when it has to do with the sacrament. Don't refer to any human being as your godmother except it has to do with the sacrament. Because we've seen a lot of godfathers who have disappointed their godsons. They use them and dump them without anything to reward them for their efforts. We've seen a lot of good godmothers leading their goddaughters astray. So what are we talking about? Trust in the Lord. He is your help. He is your shade. If you trust in him, no matter what, you are like that house that is built upon a rock. Wind blew, storm came, and rain fell, and nothing happened to the structure because the structure is built on the foundation, unshakable foundation, the rock. Dear brothers and sisters in the Lord, you come to the Blessed Sacrament for your worries. Don't even say, Jesus, no, Jesus, this is my situation. No. I have nowhere to run. I've come to you. If you like, do this for me. If you like, leave your sister or your brother to suffer. No problem. But I know you can do it. That's why I've come to talk to you. Do it for me. You have been doing it for others. My case should not be an exception. And see if it will not happen. Do you know that sometimes even Muslims, some of them enter the Catholic Church. They pray. Some of them go to Grotto. They present their petition and go. It happened at Ikorodu. When Father Anthony Ugoke, now in Bonekam, was still at Ikorodu, something happened. A woman, a Muslim, carried the son, was always ill. Go to hospital from one place to the other. She became tired. One day, she was just discussing with a woman, and the woman told her how they go to the grotto to pray. She just carried her son. The son was ill. Seriously, she carried the son like that. Go to the grotto. They say, Mariam. They said, your children say this is what you do. So I've come to present my own to you. If you like, let the child come and meet me at home. If you like, let the child remain here. So for her, she is now attributing the miracle to Mary. Not even to Jesus now. Because they don't really know the difference. She left the child that was terribly ill and went back home. Funny enough, in less than 10 minutes, the same boy started running back home to meet the mother. And that was the end of the boy's sickness. It has to do with trust too. For her, she felt, if this is the mother of Jesus, if Jesus worked miracle, it means she will be able to work miracle also. Trust. She had run from one person to the other, one doctor to the other. There was no cure. So she said, okay, since other people go to this grotto and something happened in their life, let me go and also drop my own son there. If she just got there, she doesn't know how to pray now. So what's up? They say you used to heal people. If you like, heal my son. If you like, don't heal my son. I'm going, no. She left. The same boy that was brought there, they dragged to that place. The boy left there running back home. That was the end of the sickness. And from that moment, she is giving testimony of her. She is attributing the miracle to Mary. Not knowing that it's Jesus that is working. And then when we go to the grotto, we only ask our mother to intercede for us. But that is her own faith. She had faith. Whether it's Jesus or whether it's Mary or whether it's God, it's not her business. But somebody says something happened whenever the person comes to this place. So it should happen to me. And that was it. So dear brothers and sisters in the Lord, do not trust in men. I may disappoint you. Anybody may disappoint you. But God can never disappoint you. Because when you stand on God, you stand on the solid rock. I am standing on the rock that never fails. Jesus is the rock that never fails. So dear brothers and sisters in the Lord, no matter what you are passing through, do not run to man. No matter your situation, run to Jesus. Because he is the author and finisher of our lives. May the Lord bless his word in our hearts.